Hello legends and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast, episode 425. We are still in Morocco. This is our fifth or sixth day. I think it's a fifth because it's 17th of November and we arrived 12th of November. So it's our fifth day. We are still good 6 days to enjoy this beautiful country, albeit very different and at first very weirdly pushing away if you're like us for too long in kind of Western culture, and if you get used to Western standards, you suddenly start being disconnected from that matrix. And when you're not having them and you have to deal with completely different languages, currencies, cultural differences, laws and standards, that makes a huge difference. And here is Croissant Gamer. He's feeling slightly better today. At least his throat is not sore as it was for a couple of days. So we hope he's on the mend. Still has some ugly cough that we need to get rid of. But overall, it's going the right way. Elizabeth is here. We are just walking along the coast. Our first proper walk, if you don't count yesterday's ride on the camel. By the way, Carlos is back on the beach with Hassan, so we wave ourselves as a form of hello and went on our walk. We are returning now. We'll be back in the hotel probably in about 20 minutes, I'd say. And again, like yesterday, we don't have any big plans for today. It's our last full day here at Regency, but we are planning to not go too far. Just around the corner there are plenty of accommodations that match the, I would say, level of design and that European feel and decor, while not having that slightly artificial vibe of poshness. So we will still be in the same area, we will still have a decent accommodation, but we will have to switch to a little bit more effort in exchange for the food that we actually can prepare ourselves or eat by our own choice rather than depending on what's on the menu. For now, that's the first update, and I'll continue on shortly. Hello legends. A quick unexpected update from Jacuzzi. Here we are. I'll probably explain in the blog. Meant not what? Julian, someone has no ability to provide that much of a power unless it would be connected to the outlet. Yeah, Julian was worried that we'll get electrocuted. And also, the iPhone is waterproof to a certain extent, so don't worry. Yeah, so we are now in a spa facility of here at Regency. We've got that as a hamper hour as a gift from the hotel. There was a reason for that. I mentioned that in the vlog. Hello guys, welcome back to the last segment and finish of today's lovely evening. We had a chance to enjoy Hiat's spa due to certain circumstances that ended up us being gifted by the hotel an hour and a half of time in a couple of their facilities. We didn't pay for it and are not affiliated with the hotel, not advertising anything. It was just a gesture and we decided to use it. Obviously, it was quite enjoyable to be together as a family in those amenities like steam room, jacuzzi, and sauna. The actual steam room was of a type like the Turkish bath, so it was nice to try it out because we used to do steam rooms in Ireland, in Poland, but Turkish sauna never happened to be on our way, and availability was pretty much limited in those countries that we lived. So, and here it was just a kind of standard that we were not aware of. So it was nice to test as well. If we were to compare it with other saunas, steam rooms and jacuzzis that we were in the past, obviously it was, I don't want to say it was worse because it wasn't specifically worse, but there were elements to it that made the experience less of a pleasure than in those amenities that we used before. Mainly, I guess, because of no experience of people here maybe in making it, organized differently. There was some feeling of pressure of time and pretty much timed experiences along the way instead of kind of flexibility and using the amenities as you go within the time frame. So it was quite weird and not necessarily aligned with science pretty much, because there's a lot of science behind saunas and exposure to heat as well as cold. So I think it should be done in a way that's aligned with the benefits scientifically proven rather than just, normal kind of approach like hotels do. So yeah, that's something to improve, but overall that was a very nice gesture. We're not saying it was bad, it was just lovely to have that evening together. And we are about to close today. The title of the blog post is kind of reflecting what we experience for the most of the day, especially the first half of the day. And you can quickly relate that to Stephen King's novel from 1980, The Mist. And also a couple of adaptations, I think, of that novel into Hollywood or into films. I think there was The Mist, The Fog, and very similar adaptations, even though they might have not mentioned Stephen King as an author or the influence, they were pretty much very close to what he wrote in the book. So no, there was no monsters. Nobody kind of ate us or slaughtered us, fortunately. But the atmosphere was eerie, at least, and it was very weird to see Morocco, especially the coast and the area, covered in such a dense mist. After all those days of clear skies and sunny weather, it was still very hot, to be honest. Well, maybe not roasting hot, but still, when you were left for a while, even though you couldn't see the sun or kind of couldn't experience the sun directly, it was really, really hot. And of course, my wife has more tolerance than myself and Julian, so after a quick walk of about 3.5 kilometers along the ocean shore, we came back to the room while my wife stayed at the pool and enjoyed the weather, while Julian and myself were doing our own stuff. I don't really remember what we've done. Probably watching some things and reading stuff, so not much of exciting elements. And before I close off, I think what is worth mentioning was our short visit in Tagazut, the actual village. Not the best experience, to be honest. Even though it's a very well-known surfers spot and there's a lot of surf shops and cafes and restaurants, this village doesn't seem to change much from usual Moroccan villages. There's a lot of stray dogs, cats. Let's be honest, the streets are quite dirty and stinky, so it wasn't a pleasure. We visited one place that had very good reviews on Google Maps, and it's owned by some, I think, Moroccan woman. And initial experience was not the best. And I think in general, it was not a tidy place. Cats and dogs were walking around. There was a lot of flies around, but the food was good. And so the reviews confirmed that. And I got great ginger and mint and lemon tea, which was a great bonus. And obviously, the price was decent, because I think for all of that, we paid maybe €9.5 or something like that, which included a soda, tea, and tagine. So, not bad. Not the cheapest, but also not in an expensive range. Quite decent and fair price for what we've got. And then we went to our usual place and got a takeaway for Julian, the burger, before we headed to the spa. So that's it for today. Not much else happened. We are just searching for accommodation to book for the next 4 nights. And then very likely the last night we will go to Essaouira, from where we'll go to Marrakesh and fly back to Ireland. For now, that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you have a great rest of the day, afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow.